Hello, my name is Jeff, and today we will be finding the features of a circle from its expanded equation. These are today's objectives, will be basics of an expanded equation, how to find features, and some examples. So, an expanded equation is a form of an equation of a circle where all terms are expanded and on one side. As you can see from these examples, all terms are expanded, meaning that none of these terms are in parentheses or left unfactored. And they're all on one side, meaning that the other side is just zero. When we see an expanded equation, we need to convert it into something we are familiar with. This will help us find the features of an expanded of a circle in the expanded form. So, we would convert it into the standard equation, which is x minus h in parentheses squared plus y minus k in parentheses squared. And this equals r squared. The features of this are the radius r, as you can see here, and the center of circle, hk. So we would convert the expanded equation into the standard equation with these three steps: group, isolate, and factor. We'd group the x terms and y terms together on one side, then isolate the constant onto the other side, and finally factor the x and y groups by adding extra constants on both sides. So here's our first example. Feel free to pause the video and try it by yourself first. Okay, so if you got the radius and center of circle correct, then congratulations, but we're going to go over this. So first, we would group these terms for, by moving the x terms close to each other. As you can see here, we move the negative 4x closer to the x squared, and we move the plus 2y closer to the y squared. And next, we would isolate the constant, so we would use PEMDAS and add 4 on both sides of the equation. And now the 4 is on the right side of the equation instead of the left side. And finally, we would factor this entire equation. So we would add 4 to factor this x grouping, and we would add 1 to factor this y grouping. And because we added plus 4 plus 1 on the left side, we would have to add plus 4 plus 1 on the right side. And basically, as you can see from this x grouping here, this simplifies down to x minus 2 squared. And the y grouping simplifies down to y plus 1 squared. And the right side of this equation is simplifies to 9. This is the standard equation, and basically we use that to find the radius, which is r squared equals 9, simplified to r equals 3, and center of circle hk, which would be 2, comma, negative 1. All right, this is example number 2, same thing. Please pause the video and try it yourself first. All right, so if you got the radius and center of circle correct, congratulations again. And basically, you would do this basically like the last example. First, you group the x terms, group the y terms, isolate with PEMDAS, and move the constant over to the other side. And then you would factor by adding constants on both sides so that the equation is balanced. And then you would simplify the x and y groupings, and you would have your standard equation, which then you would use to find your radius r, center of circle hk, which is this. All right, so recap. An expanded equation is a form of an equation of a circle which is expanded all on one side. Standard equation is this, and features means radius r, center of circle hk, and the way you would convert from expanded equation to the standard equation is the group isolate factor. And that is all for today. Thank you.